We are seeing carnage at Indore in the second ODI between India and Australia. Shreyas Iyer and Shubman Gill have both hit centuries, and Shreyas Iyer just departed for 105, a 200-run stand, laying the platform for what will be a massive total. But Shreyas Iyer, when he got to his century, after that there was a slightly controversial moment that happened. Shreyas Iyer popped a catch back to Sean Abbott, and then what happened after that could possibly divide opinion. And yet again, it was for the second consecutive time that Australia were caught in the midst of a catching controversy. Now, what exactly is this catching controversy that has rocked the Indore ODI, and where there will be plenty of talking points at this stage? Because the sequence of events was such. Sean Abbott took a return catch of Shreyas Iyer. But the catch, and because the way Abbott was going on his follow through was such that he was not in control of the catch when the ball grazed the ground. Initially there were celebrations and Shreyas Iyer had almost gotten back. Halfway through he was almost there at the pavilion. But then he was told to wait. The third umpire in this case, which was Kumar Dharmasena, he stated that yes, there is some doubt whether the fielder was in total control of the catch. And on the follow through, because Abbott went a bit diagonally, and because of the fact when he caught it reverse cuffed, the ball actually grazed the ground. And because he had multiple angles, and because at that time, because the ball grazed the ground when he took the catch, it was deemed that Sean Abbott did not have control over his movement. He was not in total control of the catch. And that is the reason why Shreyas Iyer got a second life. The crowd in Indore loved it, but it has also divided pundits also. This is not the first time this has happened to Australia, friends, let me tell you. And I will explain what is the rule. But this is the second time in the space of 4 months that Australia and their catching has come under a bit of scanner, because Iyer given second life, but eventually was dismissed for 105, sorry. After that, Shubman Gill has got to a century. Luckily, the run out was missed, and that's why he could raise a century, wherein he now is on course to break Tendulkar's calendar year record. But what exactly do the rules state? The rules state 33.3, making a catch in the MCC playing condition state. The act of making a catch shall start from the time when the ball first comes into contact with the fielder's person and shall end when a fielder obtains. Ending part is very important. End when a fielder obtains complete control over both the ball and his or her own movement. This is where Sean Abbott fell foul. Sean Abbott, actually, when he dived diagonally, he was not in control of his movement. So when he completed the catch, at that time the ball grazed the ground, and that is why unfortunately Sean Abbott he was not given the benefit of doubt, and that's why Shreyas Iyer got a life. Because of this particular rule in the MCC playing conditions 33.3, which states complete control over both the ball and his or her own movement. You saw that Herschel Gibbs incident in Leeds in 1999 World Cup. You saw even Cameron Green at that point in time in the ICC World Test Championship. But at that time, it felt like his fingers were underneath the ball. So that is why this kind of passed over. But there was a major talking point in the Ashes Test at Lords. Everybody remember this particular incident? Mitchell Starc at third man. He was trying to take the catch, he slid, and then when he slid, he claimed the catch. But at that time, replay showed that the ball was actually grazing the grass when it happened. Now, you can't blame Starc for it, because he actually felt that at that time he was in control. Because he was in the process of taking the catch, at that time your senses are not aware that, okay, maybe the ball is grazing the ground. Instinct at that time takes over, and that's why Starc felt that, okay, I might have not grazed the ground on purpose. But replay showed that it was grazed, and that's why the umpire gave it not out. Starc and the Australian team were very, very surprised indeed. Here, if you look at it, in the case of Sean Abbott, perhaps they will say, oh, Australia once again are cheating. But remember, when you are taking the catch, at that time instinct comes over. You are just not, your senses are not, okay, maybe I am going to graze the ground. My senses will say when I have caught the ball, perhaps I have taken the catch. There is nothing to indicate that Australia or Sean Abbott cheated in this particular time. There is no angle of cheating at all in this. But it is evident that when you take such kind of catches, it is 50-50. If you are in total control, which is very difficult at that point in time, maybe and only then you can escape. But there is a clear-cut rule, Rule 33 in the MCC playing conditions when it comes to the catch, that you have to be in total control. Sean Abbott was not in total control, and that's why the decision was reversed and he got a second life. Iyer was dismissed for 105, but he's once again shown that yes, on the big stage when the team needs him, he can deliver, irrespective of a catch controversy or not. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.